currently we're seeing effects of extreme weather across the globe. I mean, there's wildfire in North America. China just got hit by a typhoon, and Beijing experienced its heaviest rainfall in 140 years. Europe has heat waves. So why are we seeing such frequent extreme weather events on such a large scale?
Human activity has caused the globe to warm to an unprecedented level, mostly due to the heat-trapping gases emitted into the atmosphere. And the warming climate increases the likelihood of extreme climate events, such as wildfires, typhoons, flood, extreme drought, and all of these are because these events are fueled by higher temperature. It is hard to ignore signals like this when they are coming from almost everywhere all at once, on the global level or in particular places. It looks like the past July might have been the hottest month on Earth in the past 120,000 years. So this is a global phenomenon, and we will continue to see such events occurring throughout the region of all of the world. And the impact are dangerous for both people, for the nature, and it's also disruptive for agriculture system and economy as a whole. So the solution is to drastically reduce the emission of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas pollution from burning fossil fuels and other sources. So we need to transit away from burning fossil fuels and increasing the share of renewables in our energy mix. And we also need to become more resilient in changing climate. And because this type of events are not going to go away soon, and even if we drastically change or reduce our greenhouse gas emission.
So on the scale of 1 to 10, how far are we from a point of no return on the climate change and why?
Scientists has talked a lot about different tipping point, but the fact is the things are not going to get any better just because we have passed certain threshold. So the choice is always the same at any given point. We can make things worse or we can make things better. It's never too late to act, and it's never too soon to act. The moment of intervention is actually now.
So many countries around the world have made commitments to combat climate change. China made the carbon neutrality pledge by 2060. Europe is trying to get there by 2050. The United States rejoined the Paris Agreement. So with all these commitments made or remade on this issue, have we slowed down the progress towards climate crisis?
International collaboration in combating climate change is really crucial. And the Paris Agreement is a framework that allows all of the countries to commit what they're going to achieve. However, by the end, it's really upon to those countries to act and to achieve their commitment. So we see really positive actions in China, like China increasing its installed capacity of renewables. And China's official pledge is to achieve carbon peaking by 2030 and carbon neutrality before 2060. And we see Chinese government and industry are making a lot of progress. For example, China has built the largest carbon market in the world and is improving it and expanding to more industry sectors soon. And that by doing that, China can allow to reduce greenhouse gas emission in a faster pace at lower cost. And also EU and the United States are making forward too. It's important for all of the country making progress, although we are seeing different approaches in different countries. So they are actually hope that we can achieve our goal to combat climate change, but we still need to do much more and do it faster. And there's no way and no time for us to waste.
U.S. Special Presidential Envoy for Climate John Kerry visited China several weeks ago, and his visit really restarted the high-level climate diplomacy between China and the United States. So now with these two countries working together on climate again, what's the single most critical issue that we need to address right now?
It takes time to change the world's energy system, which is why there's no time to waste. But there is one thing that we can do that can make a huge difference right now, which is cutting methane emission. Methane is a powerful greenhouse gas responsible for around 30% of global warming. And the biggest human source of emission are fossil fuel productions. So if we cut this emission as fast as possible, just using current available technology, we could slow down the rate of warming by nearly a third. That would be a very huge accomplishment. Methane is featured as a key collaborative area under the US-China Glasgow Joint Climate Declaration, and it will be a central issue at international climate talks in this November. Mission monitoring, measurement, and the best practice sharing is also offering an immediate opportunity for bilateral collaboration between the US and China.